Think Realty Nation, it's your host, Abhi Golhar. Welcome to the podcast. Today we're connecting with one of my really good friends, Kurt Power, who's the sales director at Think Realty. And many of you don't know that Think Realty is an amazing platform, not only to get your message out, but to connect with other investors, other real estate agents, other professionals in the real estate industry that you need to know. And there are many people that say your net worth is your net work, right? Think Realty epitomizes that. We're at the pinnacle of creating a network for you because we have one already established, whether it's the content, the newsletter, and of course the amazing conferences that we have that Kurt will speak to in just a moment. It's a pretty nifty, quirky platform with amazing people. And I say quirky because I'm the quirkiest of all. So without any further ado, Kurt, welcome, man. It's always a pleasure connecting with you, my friend. I've known you for, geez, how long?
I think it's been at least 8 years now.
8 years. 8 years.
We had an encounter in our old office in Kansas City. We didn't know each other. We had a super awkward handshake. I don't know if you're like we were doing like some weird Viking handshake, and I was like,
it was really embarrassing.
We're going to be friends for a while. It was embarrassing, and we were the only two people in the room, so it was a harbinger of things to come, man.
No, it was, and it's been a long ride ever since, and it's been a great friendship that we've developed, and that started because of Think Realty. Give us a little bit about your background. I know you're no stranger to the Think Realty family. It's been an amazing experience for you over the last 8+ years. So give us your background, your history, and why Think Realty.
Yeah, so you go back to the beginning. I come from a really small town in southeast Iowa, Ollie, Iowa, which now has some notoriety because a guy that used to be my neighbor, his son made his professional baseball debut for the San Francisco Giants. So Ollie is officially on the map. But wow. It's a town of 150 people, little farming community, and you've got to have big dreams, big goals, big ambitions to kind of make it out of there. You know from a very early age, do you want to stick around and work in the factory, the farms, or do you want to go bigger? And I always wanted more, and I still haven't defined what more is. I just know I want more in every aspect of life. So I started off as a personal trainer on my journey because of what fitness did for me, and I use that as the vehicle to help as many people as possible. And when I transitioned to real estate, having no experience, I just had the mindset of, okay, this is the next vehicle that's going to allow me to help as many people as possible. And the thing that I noticed right off the bat was you were surrounded by a lot of like-minded individuals. And that's the part that I love the most about not just Think Realty, but this industry, period. Like attracts like, and that mindset of how can we help each other grow? And that really is what fostered the development of Think Realty. We saw a gap in the industry. We wanted to be anti-guru. And if you've been in this industry long enough, you know what that means. We didn't want to have the people up there just hustling and saying, hey, normally it's $1,000, but today it's $997. If you're one of the first 10 people, it's going to be $497. We didn't want that. We wanted to create a platform in a marketplace, whether you were just getting started off on your journey or you were the professional investor, the entrepreneur that makes this your livelihood. So it's been an interesting ride, not just with Think Realty, but I dabbled in self-storage for a couple of years. I've done the self-directed IRA aspect where you kind of learn all the ins and outs of the business, what investors are looking for, what makes a good deal, what makes a bad deal. So being able to rub elbows with people like you, it's the best part of my day is that we're all in this together and we all want to see each other succeed.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I have some pretty bony elbows, so I don't, that kind of sucks for you. But I hear what you mean. I don't know if that's equally as awkward as our first handshake, but I'm going to make it equally as awkward at some point.
We're getting there.
We'll get there at some point. What are some of the assets that Think Realty has that investors, real estate professionals can use to further their wealth building in their own lives that you've seen that have been built specifically for these people?
Right. So you touched on it a little bit ago with the adage that your net worth is your network or some variation of that. So I think it starts with that. It starts with just getting involved. And how do you get involved? You go to our website, thinkrealty.com, and you see all of the resources that we have available from written content, from webinars, podcasts like we're doing now, in-person events. We try to serve both masters, and I'm a believer that you can. We want to provide timeless information for people, things that work in good markets, bad markets, and everything in between. but we also want to have timely information, things like a conference in a very market specific area, what's happening in those demographics, what creativity, what kind of deal structure or partnerships are needed. So how people benefit is simply from just taking that first step and getting involved. Go to our website, learn the robust nature of everything we have. We're an open book. You can contact me at any point in time to figure out what your best path is. Are you a business that's wanting to get to the consumer? Or are you a consumer looking to get to the business? Is it B2C? Is it B2B? Is it all points in between? So what we do is we provide the in-person events. We have a nationwide magazine, Barnes & Noble. We have a huge subscriber base that gets this content. And we're all about forming partnerships around the country to make sure that everybody has what they need to succeed, whether they're starting out or are very advanced.
What I love about Think Realty, and I've used it as a platform to get my message out, whether it's on podcast, in the magazine, on the website. What I've always appreciated about the family at Think Realty, and you included, is everybody's very willing to make things happen for the real estate professional, for the flipper. You're doing something different, you want to tell your story. We can make that happen.
100%.
And in a really big way, and really feature and spotlight you because we care about your success. And to your point, you're right, it's not $1,000. It may be $50,000. I'm totally kidding. It's not that at all. It's, we give you, we'll give you stage time. We have the opportunities to do that and to have you share your story, because it's important for the rest of this ecosystem to learn from new investors and seasoned investors alike. And that's what I've always appreciated about the platform.
Well, you think about it like it's that stair-step effect or a ladder, however you want to phrase it, that the higher you go, the more complexities enter the picture. And the only way you get from here to here is you got to know the right people that have been where you are can help take you there. The thing that I love about our industry is it's a very giving industry, as we've kind of alluded to, that people get excited when somebody is starting out or has success, and they want to be very helpful to that because they were in that person's seat previous to that. So it's passing that on and nurturing the industry and the people to make sure that this business always survives and thrives. And it's a great alternative to what we've always been taught as a way to secure our wealth for not just ourselves, but our future generations. Everybody who is successful in this is a steward of that. And that's what I love, is that everybody that I've ever encountered is very giving and wants to help you be the best version of you that you can be in business and life and everything in between.
To your point, Think Realty is a launching pad, if you will. We have a national magazine that's in Barnes & Noble. Not many people have that. We have an email subscriber newsletter database of tens of thousands of people across the country with a very high open rate for that email. That email newsletter that goes out. So think about it. If you're whether you're an individual investor and you're looking for partners, or you're a big brand like a lender or a home builder or I don't know, a cabinet manufacturer, and you want to attract people into your ecosystem, this is a launching pad on exactly that. It gives you the ability to get in front of tens of thousands, of hundreds of thousands of people in an instant. So I think it's just kind of cool. If I want to learn more about engaging with Think Realty, or maybe some of the advertising opportunities, or maybe jumping on a podcast with this handsome guy, what's the best way to, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know it.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody else knows
You're
it.
my hype man, Abhi. You always have been. So I agree with everything you just said.
It's just, just speaking the truth. How do people get in touch with you to have that conversation?
The best way is send me an email, kpower, Power, at thinkrealty.com. Or give me a call, 913-375-4782. That's not a work number. That's my personal number. Text me, call me, email me. I'm just here to help. I'm here to be a conduit to people's success. I get off on that. It's my favorite thing in life to do, is to help others succeed. And I just want to be a piece of that puzzle. So anytime, call me, email me, text me. I can't say it enough. I want to help as many people as possible and let them know that all of the things that they want to do with real estate, alternative investing, is possible. Let's just have that first conversation to see what that path looks like and connect the dots.
You got it. And here I thought, I think a better number for you is just 911. You know what I mean? Like that's just easier to remember. Just if you have an emergency, call Kurt. His number is 911. But
I'll always answer too.
Yeah, I think that'll
You don't need an appointment. Call me.
Yeah. So you have Kurt's email, you have his number. Get in touch. We have an amazing platform at Think Realty, and don't just take it from us. You should believe us, of course, but if you don't, go to thinkrealty.com. Come check us out in person at the events. Pick up the copy of the Think Realty magazine from Barnes & Noble. Read it, and you'll see it's a very qualified, very non-salesy magazine, and that's the entire point of thinkrealty.com. So get in touch,
100%.
become a part of our ecosystem. We invite you to reach out and say hi. Kurt, certainly appreciate your time, and I will see you soon, hopefully in Tampa.
You too, Abhi. I love you to death, man. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and my mission in life as it relates to us is paying it back to you at some point. I mean that sincerely. You've made a huge difference for me, and whatever I can ever do to help you and people like you, people in your ecosystem, send it my way, man. It's always quality, and I always love helping out.
I love you too, man. Appreciate you, dude. Hey,
All right, brother.
You can help me with hair care products, like, and recommendations. That I need that. Like,
We're too into the spectrum, man. I'm going to ask you the same question. If I ever decide to grow my hair out, you're my guy.
Appreciate you, brother. Thanks so much. Think Realty
Likewise.
Nation,
Thanks, Abhi.
certainly get in touch with us. You can get in touch with me anywhere online at Abhi Golhar. You have Kurt's information. He's super personable, guys. You can tell he's as cool. There are a lot of people online that will project to be like super cool online, and then you meet them in person, and they're like not that. They're the exact opposite. Everybody at Think Realty is as cool in person as they are online, and Kurt is the epitome of that. So got any questions for him, you have his information. Get in touch with me, and go check out thinkrealty.com. And until next time, happy investing.